Ever wonder how your cells communicate with each other? I'm going to explain to you how your cells in your body communicate. So let's get started. As you know, we are made of trillions of cells. There are so many different cells that make us. These cells don't just sit there and not bother each other. They act as we do and communicate. They send each other messages through chemical signals. These chemical signals are proteins and molecules made by sending cells. They are discharged from the cells and released into extracellular space and then float over to nearby cells. However, not all nearby cells can receive the signals. They have to have the correct receptor to receive the signals. Basically, cells can release part of themselves to another cell to send a message. That message is received and causes a change in the other cell. It seems so simple, yet there are 3 completely different forms of cell signaling. Endocrine signaling, where the cells originate from endocrine cells and take a long time, but also last very long. Autocrine signaling is when the cells can bind to the released chemical signals or proteins and molecules. Paracrine signaling is when the target cell is located near the sending cell that only releases one signal. So let's say we are looking at a total of 3 cells: a sending cell, a target cell, and a non-target cell. Cell number 1 is the sending cell. It works to create chemical signals and release them to target cells to trigger a response. In a way, it's like sending a text message. If it goes to the right number, only one person can receive it. Cell number 2 is the target cell. This target cell has to have the correct receptor to receive the signal that the sending cell is messaging it. Therefore, it will change soon. In other words, it is on the other end of the text message, already changing. Then there's the third cell, or the non-target cell. This cell either doesn't have a receptor or doesn't have the right receptor to receive the message. Therefore, it does not change and is unaffected. So let's backtrack. We have these things called ligands, which are basically signaling molecules that have to join with the receptor for the message to be received. These ligands trigger a change on the inside of a cell. It could be a shape or activity. It could be an alteration in the activity of a gene or cell division. The intercellular signal is converted to an intracellular signal. An example: when you drink a cup of coffee or a caffeinated beverage, your body goes from tired to hyped. That's because the levels of adenosine rise each hour, and on top of that, in the body to a nerve cell, caffeine looks like adenosine. So when it binds to the adenosine receptors, it goes unnoticed by nerve cells.